Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel, and this is a part of a top 10 that I will be doing, or at least top features. I call them top 10s, but there's not necessarily 10 videos. It's more like the top features, if you want, of a specific idea or a specific thing I want to talk about. So this is kind of a top 10 of features no one uses in the version 1903 or May 2019 update. And we're going to talk about some of the features no one uses but that are kind of cool actually. And by the way, I say May 2019 update, but some of them that I will show you have been there for a long time and maybe you've never even looked at them. First, timeline feature. It's actually a cool feature. The timeline feature, or when you go down and say task view, is this feature. This is by time of everything you did in the past days, weeks, and even months. Websites you visited. There's documents you might have actually worked on in the office, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on. It could be, of course, different things you did with some of the core apps of Windows. Well, this is nice because what happens is that you actually have a list here of everything you did in a specific time. And the reason why it's cool is because, first of all, it is easy going through this and looking at the timeline feature to find something you did that you wondered when you actually did it and how to bring it back, because all the details are there. It remembers what you did, and when you click on the tile, it actually brings you back to that video or that website or document on that day, which is kind of cool. So that's one of the first things, and it makes it easier for you to go back, because how many times have you actually found something or thought of, oh yeah, I looked at that document the other day, but I don't remember actually very much when, where, how, and what's the link. And well, go into the timeline feature and you start looking at the tiles of that approximate time that you think it all happened, and you will actually find it and you can click on it. So for example, I can, oh yeah, I remember yesterday I went to that activity, and you click on it and actually will open that document or open that link to whatever you were doing, which is making it easier to actually find. But there's an added bonus to this. If you are using on Windows 10 a Microsoft account and you have multiple computers, well, what's even more interesting is that the timeline feature synchronizes with all your machines. That means on Windows 10 on another machine, you'll have the timeline of whatever you did on the other machines. So you can, of course, easily go back there. It also makes it easy for you to go to something you did on another machine with the timeline feature on another computer on Windows 10. So this is a really nice feature. I think of all the features, there's a lot of new features all the time in Windows 10. And I will agree with you that a lot of them are not necessarily worth taking the time to look at, or are just, a waste of time of what they're doing at Microsoft. Sometimes you wonder who thinks about those things. But I gotta say that timeline is a cool one. Timeline is one of those features that is totally worth checking out. And of course, you see the first few tiles of a day, but look at here, it says earlier today I've got 17 activities that I've done. And of course, you can remove a full day by right clicking. You can of course remove a tile or a group of these tiles depending on what you want to do. And here, look, it's very interesting. For example, when you look at what I do here, look at one tile here. So this was the weather, but this, it tells me I watched that on Satellite S855, which is my old Toshiba PC. So it tells you which machine actually had that, where you did it, basically on what computer did you do this. So that's also kind of cool. So check it out. Of course, the apps that you use must be compatible, but as to now, even Google Chrome is compatible. So it's kind of cool. Check it out. Timeline or Task View is a cool feature, I think, that is worth visiting. And I'm pretty sure most of you either didn't know it existed or never used it. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.